This is Vaygrim's chance. Welcome to Life in the Buffer.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Vaygrim's chance for Life in the Buffer. If you guys missed episode number 1, it went up on my channel. I did a pretty awesome intro, if you ask me. Others thought the same. Of course, I initially felt that I might screw it up, but it actually turned out pretty well, and I'm very, very happy with it. If you guys missed that, it's on my channel. Go ahead and check it out. Here is the link. All right. And I decided that since this was going to be a collective effort by the Bromigos, or at least some of the Bromigos, not all. Barbecued Sloth is not partaking in this, at least yet. But we do have Craig in effect here, and Shads is over on another island. Why not put Life in the Buffer episodes up on the Bromigos channel? Which is what I'm doing right now, and I appreciate you guys joining me. We're going to continue with what we've gotten done so far. Craig had built a couple machines here from extra utilities that I have no access to. We have to be on at the same time in order for him to pretty much give me permissions to use that. So it is what it is, my friends, but that's what we've... at least that's what I've come to the conclusion that he needs to be on to give me permission. So this is what we have in our storage crate in the house. All right, and we have a couple barrels here. The mod pack is in the process of getting updated as well. So the version I'm playing right now, I believe, is 1.1, and that is the release up to this date. And 1.2 should be updated later on this week, I believe. So look for that in the near future. I built this platform here in between episodes of stone slabs. Added a small smeltery. It's getting us by so far. And then I made, started off with one regular crucible and basically began to supply this with lava. So we're making lava. We've got our smeltery ready to double ores. Now we just got to basically come up with the materials to double. All right, which is my next quest to work toward automating the doubling of ores. When I made the the cobblestone generator down there in the village in the last episode, they went ahead and one-upped me and built a cobblestone generator up here using a block breaker, which I could have access to if I climbed up here and went all over here on the edge and then crouched. And then you guys can see the switch there. So there's the block breaker from random things. I've got a lever on there to shut it off for now because the storage drawer that it was feeding into was full, and it was basically overflowing and just dumping on the ground, which is bad. Wow, Ferg. LOL. Anyway, when you have stuff just sitting on the ground as it was, that is bad for server performance, so I basically cut it off with a lever. I've been moderator on the server 3 years ago, and yeah, that's basically memory leaks in a sense right there. I filled up this chest with cobblestone, and with the transfer nodes that I had made trying to create the cobblestone generator in previous times, I used that to transfer the cobblestone from the chest to the crucibles to make the lava, and so on and so forth. So we're going to have to actually probably think of making some tanks as well. Tank. Let's see what kind of tanks we have here. The chiseled fluid bit tank. No, I don't want to get into that right now. Pressure pipes. I have to look into this. I wonder if this is possibly part of, or what used to be, iron tanks. Tank controller. Huh. I'll have to look that mod up and do some research on that. But for now, really the viable solution is an Ender IO fluid tank, which is going to mean I need quite clear glass, which means I need to make an alloy smelter, which means I need to make a sag mill as well. And that will also help automate. Okay, so first things first, I need to make this smeltery taller. And let me show you how I am able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to do this, grab a stack of this, and I'm just going to start chucking it in here. What this is going to do is it's going to make liquid seared stone. All right, and I made out of 2 gold ingots, I made an ingot cast. And I was able to pour enough of these, of enough of bricks, seared bricks, to craft them into the seared brick blocks to make the smeltery as tall as it is right now. And it's not even near tall enough, in my opinion. So we're going to go taller. We're going to go taller. I would like to get it at least as tall as the building we got. Somebody, I'm not sure who to give credit to, but I'm going to just go ahead and say somebody came on and gathered up a bunch of dust and a bunch of this and a bunch of that. So either that or they're just stacking it in these chests just to show, you know, what they've accomplished, or at least to just give it a place to store it. I mean, there's different ways to get different items with the ex nihilo stuff. So obviously the sifters we have here, which would get us different items. So if I were to so take a piece of gravel, take a piece of sand, and I'm sure some of you guys already know this, but we're just going to go through the process. I'm going to take another piece of sand here. Boop. And I am actually going to place that down. So, and I need to find my hammer so I can break that down into, where did my hammer go? Where did I put it when I left? Oh, I know what happened. I died. I leapt off the edge of the platform. So let's just make another hammer. Why not? Boop. So we got a stone hammer. We've got cobblestone. We've got gravel. We've got sand. And we have dust. Okay. Dust can be used to make clay. So if I were to take this piece of dust, I could pop it in there like that. It makes clay. Okay, a block of clay, which ends up yielding 4 little nuggets of clay, which is what I used to help me make the crucibles, because I combine that with ash and bone meal to make porcelain clay, and then I shaped it into the crucible shape, and then it became an unfired crucible, and then I cooked the crucible. So anyway, oh, you were able to sift cobble. In previous versions, you were able to sift cobble, and it would basically give you, or maybe it was stone. It could have been stone. But anyway, gravel. We can sift gravel, and what it'll do is it'll give us gravel ore, or broken ore. You sift sand, and this should give me the gravel ore, or the sand ore, or whatever it turns out to be. Ooh, cactus seeds. That will come in handy later. So basically, that's the gravel. This is from sand. And this is going to be from dust. Just like, yeah. Well, I got bone meal that time. But anyway. Irregardless, if I were to automate that process, we would end up with a ton of stuff. Oh, here we go. We got powdered osmium ore. There we go. Whoa, wait a minute. That reminds me. So, gravel. So how can we get gravel? So let's take a look. So we can get it through the sag mill, which is something that I wanted to build. From a squeezer. What is a squeezer? What's a squeezer? A squeezer is from Integrated Dynamics. Don't know a whole lot about that. So sag mill, mana infusion, we're not even close to that yet. An enrichment chamber from Mechanism. Okay. Those are I might look into doing that. A crusher from Mechanism, I'm guessing. So let's take a look at that. Crusher. So we got a crusher from Mechanism and then a crusher from Extra Utilities, which we've already got one sitting over there. Craig just needs to give me access to it. And then a combiner. So, oh, I see. So combine it with flint and yeah, okay. So I want to make the sag mill. But I also need to power it too. Which means I need to make, let's see. Let's see what the recipe for the sag mill is. Sag mill. Base capacitor. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it no longer requires an ingot of copper, but it does require 4 redstone instead. And then we have iron bars and iron ingots. I'm not quite sure. We've got some iron here. Wow, we've got a lot of iron. Okay, and this should be ready to add more too. So this tells me I've got 2 blocks of seared stone, which isn't exactly 2 blocks. Actually, yeah, it's only one of those. But look, I mean, I've got maybe it's not. Maybe it is. Yeah, it said 2 blocks, right? And it's 1 block 3 ingots. So that's awesome. That's actually so for every 4 cobblestone you put in this, you're going to get 1 of these. Okay. So that tree is really intrusive into my workspace here. But anyway, oops. We're going to go into this area here, and we're just going to craft up the broken iron ore to turn into iron ore gravel. That's where I was getting the gravel from. Let's just put this down here, and then we're going to use the hammer on that. And that's going to give me this, the crushed iron ore. And then if you do it this way, this is only a suggestion. If you do it this way, you can yield yourself extra pieces. Okay? So extra pieces of the crushed iron ore. I can't remember how much of the crushed iron ore I started with or whatever. But if you do it this way, you could end up with extra pieces. Same way with the iron ore sand. If you were to craft it up like so, like the way I'm doing, and then break it down like this, you could end up with extra dust. It gives you a chance of, that. Okay. And then now we have 11 iron ore dust, which then I can throw in here to make iron ingots. So for every one of these blocks, it's going to give me 2. So now I've got 22 ingots, basically. So I'm going to fire them up real quick. And let's put these in here. Sausage links. Sausage! I like me some sausage. Alright, and we've already got, or we did anyway, until I used it all. Whoops. We had iron in here, but I did end up using it for some buckets and things. I've got redstone here. Let's see what it's going to take to make... Let me throw this seed in here. Let me see what it's going to take to make the alloy smelter. Because we're going to need this. We're going to need this eventually. Okay, so basically a lot of iron. So there's 7 pieces there. Another 4. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And how many iron bars do we have in here? Okay, so we don't have very many. So we're going to need more iron bars. So let's just toss this in here along with those. And I think, yep, I should be able to, yep, there we go. I'm just going to keep pouring these bricks for now. I would eventually like to get to the point of automating this as well, where I can, oh, you know what? Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on how much iron I'm going to have in there, because I can pour it in there and it'll be a whole lot faster. Because that's all I'm after is the ingots. So we have 3 ingots, 2 blocks, okay. It's 11 of these. Actually, to make things easier on myself right now, I can just take, whoa, lag. Little lag spike there. I can take that and I can make this brick, or this brick block. So let's get rid of that torch. Do that, and then that should add, yep, that adds me another tower, so to speak. Another row of things. So let's put that to the bottom. I left click that. Let's pour blocks of iron to get the ingots. It's the easier way to get ingots if you've got that many. Let's see what we're going to end up with. 2 blocks and 2 ingots. And so I can just go ahead and pour another ingot. And if you look at the tooltip, it's going to give you a progress bar on how long it's going to take for that block to cure. Or cool, I guess, if you will. Okay. And then that should be the end of the iron once that's finished pouring. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll be... Yeah, I got one more block. Okay, cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So we'll do that real quick. Craft that up. Just going to keep throwing the cobblestone in there and keep smelting it down. Like I said, we're going to build it up about to the same height of the building. We might end up actually expanding off of the building, making, I don't know, kind of like a canopy, so to speak. And make that as usable space up there. Let's pour one more block. And let's get this, bang, do that. While I'm waiting, it's a little, I don't know, for me it's getting really weird to get in that door. I don't quite get it, but let's take one of these, and I'm gonna go make myself a flint hatchet real fast. Not gonna take long. Or I can make a mattock, right? What's a mattock take? This thing here. Tool rod, axe head, shovel head. Shovel head. Axe head and a tool rod. I'm gonna need that pattern later anyway, because for making tools. So the part builder, all I want to do is just make it out of wood, so we'll just do that. Wooden tool rod. Oh, let's do this. Let's just make... Oh, it's 2. Okay, so let's do that. Let's make a shovel. And then the axe. Oops. There's that. So a nice, simple tool. I keep forgetting that that's there. And it'll also help me dig and plant crops. So it's time to farm. I've got the achievement. But let's do this. Let's just chop down this tree because we are going to need some charcoal. Right? In order to power up this sag mill, we're going to need charcoal. Alright, so we got to start off with... Wait a minute. Is there a lava generator in this? Lava mill. Lava factory controller. How about generator? Let's look at the generators real quick. So we've got coal generator, oil generator. I think I know what that is. Craig knows what it is. He's playing with that in his Direwolf 20 series. Leaf eating generator, flux generator, metabolic generator. That's for the cyberware stuff. Stirling generator, combustion generator. Burns liquid fuel to generate. Yeah, it's okay. Zombie generator, Stirling generator. Culinary, disenchantment, ender, explosive, frosty, furnace, halitosis, a heated redstone generator, a magmatic generator. Okay, so that requires gold, and I'm guessing that is the lava generator from previous versions of this mod. Nether star, overclocked. Pink, potion, slimy, and survivalist. Pretty much. An undeath generator as well. So, what's the furnace generator? This one right here. Wow, oh my goodness. I know we've got machine blocks around. Maybe I don't... I'm going against my better judgment here, you guys. I'm going to make this furnace generator, which is right here. So I need machine blocks. Where did I see all this stuff at? Oh, there we go. There's a machine block right there. We don't need any more of that. Redstone, iron, and then... Yeah, okay. And then a furnace. There we go. And we've got iron and all that other stuff, so we'll go ahead and craft that furnace generator. And then we've got the magmatic, which requires gold. A bucket of lava. Hopefully I get that back. How much gold do we have? We've got 2. Oops. I'm hitting the wrong button here. There we go. Let's do that. Might as well whip up another couple ingots of that. Come on, shift. Oh, there we go. I kept on hitting caps lock for some reason. So we got some more seared stone in there. Waiting on us. So let's just fill in the recipe here while we're waiting. So gold, okay. Gold here. The lava bucket. This goes here. That goes there. I'll take this bucket and I'll just fill it up with the lava from here. because it's an easy place to get it. So I'm just basically waiting on 3 ingots of gold, which I'm not going to have enough. I thought I was, but let's do that real quick. Wrong button again. Boop. Let's do this. Let's just start pouring that real quick. Almost done here. One more ingot left to go. There we go. Move that down. Pour it. Add some more of that. And let's get this magmatic thingy going. And I'm guessing that as long as I put this right here, yeah, I was going to say it should be filling up with lava. So now it's generating RF with the lava that I'm giving it, which is great. So now we need the sag mill. Right. Let's go get the sag mill. Okay. How much redstone? I got 15 redstone left. Just need this one more piece of gold that I can generate for for nuggets. Bada bing, bada. Ooh, I did get my bucket back. That's nice. Okay. Sag mill. Okay, I got those. I need a piston. I need some wood. Some wood plankies. There we go. Let's do this real. What? Oh, I'm out of that. Okay. Let's make a piston. Boom. Let's make this here. Boom. This here. And then this here. There we go. We have a sag mill. I love how JEI does that. We may end up having to move something. I'm going to have to expand this out here to continue processing things. And that will be done in another episode, or at least in between episodes. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you coming along and joining me on the Bromigos channel. This is where all of my Vaygrim's Chance 4.1 Life in the Buffer series episodes are going to be planted. So you guys find the irony in me just planting a tree with that statement, then you are proper in doing so. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week in the next episode. Later.